the cultural component. Discipline, it's like that in the Caribbean as well. In some states, southern states amongst black people, that's how we discipline our children. I'm not saying everybody, and I'm not saying that it's correct, but those behaviors tend to be passed on. You know, so we'll see a lot of that. I get students, parents coming into my office with a whole bunch of different things. But that's part of it, and with the culture as well. And then when you learn about the different ethnic groups, so like Nigeria, we have the Igbos, we have the Yoruba, we have the Hausa, and then there are other smaller groups that you don't really get to hear about. But when you learn about the culture, you'll get to understand why certain behaviors exist.
And you got to attach the history to that as well too. So you may wonder why this group of people have such a distaste for another group of people, but when you start looking at the history, people really hold on to it. Even though places like Nigeria have moved into what we in the West would say a modern setting, they still hold on to a lot of their indigenous belief systems as well too. So you have to be able to study the history of the people to really kind of understand why, even with the Christians and the Muslims in a place like Nigeria, which I can speak to freely, there's a lot of tension, even with the children. So that's something that if you're coming over as educators, you have to be aware of that. The children are coming with the mind state that their families have. So if they have a distrust for people from the Muslim world, the children may come to school and maybe they go to school with other kids that are coming from that world, but then they may say things to them that are negative, maybe during Ramadan, or maybe it's the other way around. Those Muslim children might have something that they're holding against the Christian children, not because it's something that they just naturally feel, but because when they go home, they're hearing things like, these Christians this, these Muslims that, and so they're going to take on those belief systems, whether it's true or not, and take that as their reality, and then go and now interact with other people the same way that their parents would.
I just want to piggyback on something that Michelle has said. The religion component for many African nations is really, really important to them. Just like for the Black American community, for back in the day, it was really surrounded around church. Church is an integral part, it's very important to our community. Now, you don't see so many people going to church as they used to. But you have Big Mama, you have this one, you're taking everybody to church. It's pretty much similar there. No one is missing church. Sunday, that's the best time to go out on the road, because why? Everybody's in church. Friday, everybody's in the mosque.